Hello everyone and welcome to another game of Squirrels Baseball. I am Aaron and we are taking on the Reds one more time before we go into the All-Star game. Let's get some subs in here. I think that's everybody. Something like that. So just to make sure everybody knows, the All-Star game is on the 16th, so I'll have that for you then. And then we'll start the traditional second half of the season after that. But a few days off, 2 before the All-Star game and 1 after. But before we can get to that, we have to take care of the Reds. We've split the first 2 games of the series. Reds came from behind in the 8th inning to win the first game 2-1, and yesterday, I don't remember what it ended up being, like 8-1 or something like that. Not a super competitive game, although 6 of those runs were all scored in the same inning, so it was just one meltdown, really. Gil is going to start today's game. And in just a moment, we should get Norris Hopper. Here we go. First pitch, a slider that is swung on and missed. Another called strike. Well, another. It's the first one of this game. But it was another strike. Then a swing and a miss for strike 3. Chow to the plate then. He starts off with the sinker that catches the outside corner. Popped up, Phil goes back and he will make the grab. Derek Lee to the plate. He takes strike 1 on a high fastball. Ground ball that Joey will pick up and throw to first. And that will end the inning. 1-2-3 start. Phil is going to lead things off today. Oh, and I keep forgetting to look about Ibar. Well, I guess we'll never know. Aaron Harang is going to start things off on the mound for Cincinnati. First pitch from Harang is a fastball right down the middle. And Phil let it go. Tried it again. Phil actually put a pretty good charge into it, but it hooked foul. So an 0-2 count. Ground ball right to Ibar, and that is the first out of the Squirrels half of the inning. That'll bring Miyake to the plate. First pitch is called a strike. Broken bat, and it's pulled foul. New lumber and an 0-2 count. This pitch misses outside. Misses inside. It's a 2-2 count now. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 down. Quinton at the plate. He hits this one towards first. It is just foul, though. So he'll get another try at it. Puts this one into the outfield, but Hopper should have it. And there it is for the third out of the inning. 6 up, 6 down as we go into the second inning, where Adam Dunn will start things off.
Number 44, Adam Dunn, left fielder.
First pitch, down and away. That curveball is outside as well. Will he come into Dunn? He sure does, and Dunn makes him pay for it. That is a fair ball right down the line. His 18th home run of the year, 439 feet. No real question, at least not on distance. The only question was whether or not it would stay fair. And the Reds take a 1-0 lead. Hit at the very top of that first section of bleachers, right by the railing. Edwin Encarnacion in the box now. And he will start with the backdoor curve for strike one. Ground ball back to Gill. He'll knock it down. One away. Brandon Phillips in the box now. That sinker sinks too much. Curveball is too high. We've got a 2-0 count. Throws another curveball and it's fouled away. This curveball is inside. It's 3-1. Gill throws a fastball that gets hit up the middle, just out of Joey's range. So the Reds having a pretty good inning, though only one run so far. Eric Ibar to the plate, runner on first with one out. But two of the first three batters have gotten hits, and one of those was a no-doubt home run. Oh, this could be a double play. Nope, can't get him at first. So just a fielder's choice. Two away, runner still on first for David Ross. The first pitch is called a strike. Ground ball to third, and Sweeney can't scoop it. That'll put runners on first and second, but the pitcher's spot up. Rang is hitting 250, but Gill's got to feel okay about this happening right now. Second inning a little rough for him. Gets a ground ball. Joey, a bit of a long throw, but he will make it. That'll end the inning. Cincinnati only scores on the solo homer, but they get 3 hits in the inning. Terry's going to lead things off for the Squirrels in the bottom half of the inning. First pitch is called a strike. Another called strike makes it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. One down, Frank at the plate then. First pitch to Frank is called strike. Swing and a miss will make it 0-2. Fouled away, still 0-2. Pops this one up right by the umpire. David Ross makes the grab. 2 away, Sweeney at the plate now. And he will look at strike 1. Hits this one sharply down the left field line, but it does roll foul. Hits this one fair, but much more fieldable. And Encarnacion gets it to first in plenty of time. 1-0 Reds as we go into the third, where Norris Hopper will be back to start off another inning. Norris Hopper was the only strikeout Gill got the first time through the Reds order. This time he grounds out to third. 1 away, Shao to the plate. Trying to remember where he popped out to, but takes strike 1. Swings and misses for strike 2, and then this slider's put into center field for a base hit. That'll bring Derek Lee to the plate. He ground out at his first at-bat. Ground ball might be useful here, but that first pitch is too low. Runner takes off, and Martinez sails the throw into center field, and the Squirrels just not having a good day. So runner now on third with 1 out. 2-0 the count to Derek Lee. That slider is called a strike. There's another called strike, makes it 2-2. Line drive into right. That's going to get down and score the second Reds run of the game. And just to put it out in the air, if the Reds were to hang on to this game, I am pretty certain this would be the first series that the Squirrels will have lost all year. Sorry, butchered that, couldn't spit it out. Adam Dunn, already with the home run, has a 2-2 count. He swings at a fastball in the dirt for the second out of the inning. Edwin Encarnacion to the plate, looks at strike one. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. And a bloop towards second, Phil makes the grab. But the Reds add on another run, make it 2-0. And Martinez will come up for the Squirrels in the bottom half of the inning. Martinez pops the first one up, one away. That'll bring Joey to the plate. Yeah, pitch goes down and out. Swing and a miss makes it 1-1. There's a called strike on a high slurve. And that fastball up and out. Joey does not chase it. It's 2-2. That one pretty much right down the middle and just foul. I really thought that might have caught the line, but we're going with another pitch, and this time Joey swings and misses. 2 down, Gill at the plate. First pitch is down and in. Ground ball to third, that's foul. Swing and a miss on that fastball, giving the score in Gill's average. I'm not sure why you throw him anything but fastballs. Last few pitches were fastballs, and they are both swung on and missed. We'll go to the 4th inning with the Reds still leading 2-0, and Brandon Phillips will lead things off for Cincinnati.
Number 4, Brandon Phillips.
First pitch to Phillips is a fastball for strike one. That fastball bounces in. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. And this is a hit through the left side of the infield. A leadoff single that will bring Eric Ibar to the plate. He ground to third. I want to say he's the one that almost ground into the double play. Has an 0-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3. David Ross got a base hit in his last at bat. Looks at strike 1 here. Swing and a miss will make it 1-2. And that sinker stays high. Fastball catches the inside corner for strike 3. 2 down, Aaron Harang ground out in his first at-bat. First pitch is down and in. This one gets away. Might have been better off just to hit Harang. 2-0 count, runner on second now, and there's a backdoor curve for strike 1. Fastball swung on and missed, makes it 2-2. And then a ground ball over Gill's head. Joey will get it to first, and it wasn't a great throw, but Terry able to get back to the bag in time. So still 2-0 Reds as we go to the bottom half of the inning, where Phil will lead things off. Four strikeouts for Harang the first time through the Squirrels' order. Phil was not one of them. He has a 2-0 count in this at-bat, though. And he will go down swinging. 1 down, Miyake at the plate. He was one of those strikeout victims. First pitch is called a strike. Fouled away. That'll make it 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts brings Quinton to the plate. He flew out to right in his first at-bat. First pitch is called a strike. Popped foul, and it will get down, so he'll get another try at it. Swing in to miss, strike 3. There's not a lot happening for the Squirrels today. It's still a 2-0 Reds lead as we go into the 5th, where Norris Hopper will lead things back off again.
Number
Hopper 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. Looks at strike one here. Swing and a miss, makes it 0 and 2. And he pops this one up. Martinez will come out and make the grab just barely down the first base line. One away, Shao 1 for 2 today. Bounces in the curve. Swing and a miss. That pitch is too high. We got a 2-1 count. Ground ball to third. Sweeney will take care of that. 2 away. That will bring Derek Lee to the plate. He is 1 for 2. Got a base hit in his last at bat. Looks at strike one. Swing and a miss. Makes it 0 and 2. Swing in and miss, strike 3. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Reds still leading 2-0. And Terry will lead things off for the Squirrels.
Number 4,
Terry struck out in his first at-bat. Swings and misses at the first pitch here. And that pitch is down and out. Swing and a miss makes it 1 and 2, and this is fouled away. He'll try it again. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down, Frank at the plate, fouled out in his first at bat. Looks at strike 1. And that will be a base hit into left center. That's the first hit of the Squirrels' day. It's a 1-out double into left center. Breaks up the perfect game. Early on, I didn't think that would happen. I was starting to get a little worried. Runner in scoring position with 1 out, and Sweeney immediately puts this into center field, but hit it too hard for Frank to score. So runners on the corners with 1 out for Martinez. The Reds will check on first. They go to the plate and they get a called strike. This pitch misses outside. This one is called a strike 2. Fouled away. We'll try again. Martinez gets the base hit into right field, proving once again he really is clutch Martinez. That's going to put runners on the corners. Now a 2-1 Reds lead. Joey at the plate, still just the 1 out. Tying run 90 feet away. First pitch is called a strike. Second pitch is called a strike. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 outs. It's going to be up to Gill to try to drive in the tying run. First pitch is called a strike. Ground ball to first. I don't think this is going to do the trick. Derek Lee steps on first, and that ends the 5th inning. It is now a 2-1 Reds lead, rather. And Adam Dunn will start things off in the 6th.
Number 44, Adam Dunn.
First pitch is called a strike. Second pitch, ground to short. Joey will throw over. 1 away. That'll bring Edwin Encarnacion to the plate. It's ground out and lined out. Both of them might have been to fill. The line out definitely was. Has an 0-2 count in this at-bat. Gill tries a high fastball, does not get the call. Tries an outside fastball, does not get Encarnacion to chase. Can't get him to chase a sinker either. It's now a full count. Swings at the slider, but comes up empty. 2 down. Brandon Phillips is 2 for 2 on the day. First pitch is called a strike. Second pitch is swung on and missed. And that pitch is down and away. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Still 2-1 Reds. The Squirrels will start off with Phil back at the plate. First pitch to Phil is a fastball that he probably should have tried to hit. Swings at this one, but comes up empty. Harang looking for strikeout number 10 here. And he gets it on a swing and a miss. 1 down. Miyake is struck out in both at-bats today. So, that means Miyake is a solid 20% of Harang's strikeouts today. Has an 0-2 count. It's not looking great. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Quinton 0 for 2, strikeout and a flyout. Looks at strike 1. Hits this one into center field. Shao coming in, and he will make the grab. So we'll go into the 7th inning. Eric Ibar is due up for the Reds. They still lead 2-1. We are going to go get Gonzalez. Gil did not have his best stuff today, I think we can say. And, the Reds are pretty good. They would be leading, or at least right there in the mix in any other division. They are solidly the wild card team at the moment. All right, Ibar 0 for 2 today. He bunts. Looks like Sweeney was ready for that. Still can't get it there in time, though. So that still goes down as an infield hit. David Ross is 1 for 2. First pitch down and away. Grounds this one third, but foul. 1-1. Swing and a miss will make it 1-2. And this bounces in. This pitch is low again. We've got a full count. And then a fair ball right on the left field line. Frank goes to run it down. It is going to save a run at the moment. Pitcher spot up. The Reds are going to... Actually, they're going to pinch run for both of their people. Leave Harang in the game. There are no outs, so... You could try a few different things here. They get a ground ball out of Harang. Runners stay home. Throw goes to first. 1 out. Runners on second and third. Norris Hopper at the plate. I think he has struck out in both at-bats so far today. 1-1 the count on Hopper. This pitch is down and in. Pops up the splitter. Phil makes the grab. 2 outs now. Shao at the plate. 2 runners in scoring position. And he pops up the first pitch behind second base. Phil waiting on it. And that is the last out of the inning. It's 7th inning stretch time. Reds up 2-1. Terry will lead off on the other side. The Reds will take Toucheye out and put Redmond in to catch. Harang's still on the mound, and he starts Terry off with a slurve that ends up too low. Pops this one up right in front of the plate. Redmond makes the grab. One down. Frank is 1 for 2. Got a double in his last at bat. Swings and misses. Hits this one, and it will get through for a base hit. A 1-out single up the middle. Runner on first with Sweeney at the plate. Got a base hit in his last at bat. Swings and misses at a pitch here. Grounds this one through the right side. That probably should have been Derek Lee's ball, but he wasn't real interested. And then Hopper had trouble picking up the ball, which allowed Sweeney to get to second base. Guessing the speed of Sweeney caused that error. But 2 runners in scoring position for Martinez, who already has 1 run driven in today. Looks at strike 1. Swings and misses to make it 0-2. Popped up, and Harang should have it. Runners stay put. Joey at the plate with 2 outs. 2 is still in scoring position, and we get pitch out. So it looks like Gonzalez is not going to get his second inning. All right, base is loaded with 2 outs. So let's go get Tom. First pitch is called a strike. This is fouled away. Still 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Harang gets out of the jam. We move into the 8th inning. Reds still ahead 2-0, or 2-1 rather, and Derek Lee will start things off. All right, Zapp will go in the game to try to keep things where they are. All right, Derek Lee 1 for 3 so far. Looks at strike 1. Swing and a miss makes it 1-2. Grounds this one to third. Will Sweeney have the arm? He will get it. Actually, like I think by a whole step here. Yeah, actually fairly comfortable. So Sweeney does have the better arm at third, but Chief is the better hitter, which is why he gets the nod. And he doesn't have a bad arm, just Sweeney has a fairly strong one. Phil throws that ground ball back to first for the second out of the inning. Edwin Encarnacion has not gotten a hit today. Looks at strike 1. Into right field. It's going to hook foul, though. 0-2. Ooh, just misses the inside corner. I thought that was strike 3. Instead, gets a... I don't know how that was foul. It must have hit something behind the plate first. Ends up with a base hit over Joey's head. Runner on first with 2 outs. Brandon Phillips is 2 for 3 so far today. Hits this one foul. Say check over on first. And that's going to... No, actually Phil grabs that one. I thought it was a little more up the middle than it was. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Top the order up for the Squirrels. They are still down by a run. Phil is 0 for 3. That pitch misses low. And this one is inside. There's a called strike. Line drive, that'll be Phil's first hit of the day. A leadoff single into left. Miyake is struck out in all 3 at-bats. He is now a third of, or no, a quarter, sorry. A quarter of Harang's strikeouts to this point. Has an 0-2 count, and he will watch a ball. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Quinton will come to the plate. First pitch is called a strike. Second pitch swung on and missed. And this is too low. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down, Terry is 0 for 3. First pitch called a strike. This ball is outside. Down and out. Down and in. We've got a 3-1 count. And a ground ball to first. Lee will go to first with it. And that will end the inning. We go to the 9th. Reds up 2-1, and they will start off with Pickles at the plate. Pickles came in as a pinch runner, now gets his at-bat on his own here. First pitch is called a strike. Ground ball to third, 2 away. Or sorry, that was only first batter. Mike Redmond to the plate. Still, sorry, only 1 out. First pitch is called a strike. Second pitch is called a strike. And this pitch just misses down and away. Called strike 3 on a high fastball. Brings Harang to the plate. He's ground out in all 3 at-bats so far. Swings and misses at a pitch here. This pitch is just a bit high. Inside, maybe a touch low as well. We got a 2-1 count. Gets him to pop this one up behind second base. Joey will make the grab. And we will move to the bottom of the 9th inning. The Squirrels need 1 run to stay alive, and they will start off with Frank. Frank is 2 for 3 today. First pitch called a strike. This pitch is up and out. This is hit right to Phillips for the first out of the inning. Harang not going to be able to finish this game. However, Jeff Karsten is going to come in to try to get the last 2 outs. All right, 1 away. Sweeney at the plate. He will watch a ball down low. That curveball stays high. It's a 2-0 count. Swing and a miss makes it 2-1. This pitch misses outside. 3-1. Swing and a miss. We got a full count. 1 away. Called strike 3. Squirrels down to their last out, and it is Martinez, who does have an RBI hit already today. First pitch is called strike. Next pitch is in the dirt. This will get through the left side of the infield, so it puts the tying run on first. Joey at the plate has struck out twice and then was intentionally walked. Wonder if they might walk him here, but they did not. He gets, well, looked like a hit up the middle, but Karsten makes the grab. The Squirrels drop their first series of the year. Your final score, Cincinnati Reds 2, Indianapolis Squirrels 1. And this was not the come-from-behind victory that the Reds had 2-1 in the first game. This one started off with a bang with that home run you just saw replayed, and then a very solid hit to drive in the other run. as the I was working with a sorry, I totally lost my train of thought there. I don't know where I was going with that. All right, Harang is your player of the game, and I think he earned it. Thank you everybody for watching. If you'd like to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, feel very free. Otherwise, come back in a couple days and we'll have an all-star game. We'll see you then.